Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk as we bring back the vintage intro. Man, do we miss that thing getting hyped up? AJ says hashtag NSP. He is hyped up after listening to that intro. Man, I love our short 6-second intro. It's nice, to the point, really, really crisp, really nice. But that intro just hypes you up, ready to talk about football on a Monday night. Overreaction Monday. And let me just introduce myself. If this is your first time watching an NSP video or live shows, my name is Reed. I'm a Packer fan, but at the end of the day, I love covering football. And over here is Vincent, a Seahawks fan who is ready for this Monday Night Football. Vincent, we'll talk more about our predictions for this Monday Night Football game later on.
Later.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident going into this Monday night? You think you guys easily got the W in the bag? How are you feeling?
The way that we are playing, I think we can compete with a lot of teams who have high-powered offenses. I don't think the New York Giants have a high-powered offense, so I think we should have this one in the bag, at least for a W. But we shall see, because I'm not 100% sure on how the defense is going to look with the addition of Jamal Adams. Does it ruin our defense, or does it make it better? So I'm interested to see what happens tonight, for at least as a Seattle Seahawks outlook.
This is his first game back?
First game back in New York.
I like it. Well, I would definitely be more high on the Giants if they had Saquon in that backfield. But without that, with just Breida, it's going to be a tough sledding for whatever the word is for the Giants offense this Monday night. They will. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream as always. They will definitely need to lean a whole lot on Daniel Jones and the passing game in order to win this game. And here at NSP, we do not like to bet on Daniel Jones being good. All right, that is 100%.
I just placed a bet on him to suck, basically. So I'm hoping that our defense can prove me right. But we'll see.
The hard part there, Vincent, is predicting him to suck even more than the betting website probably already had him sucking.
I know. We'll see.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Brandon says George Kittle ruined my game. Hey man, that's why here at NSP we say do be careful when you draft George Kittle, because hey, at the end of the day, he's a great tight end. He's gonna have those games where he's gonna get you 20 plus points, but there's gonna be weeks where you get 0 to 5 points from him. I don't know where he ended up on with this week, 1.2. Yeah, see, there's going to be games where he gets 0 to 5 points a game, and it's going to lose you some games. That's a problem with drafting George Kittle. It's either boom or bust, unfortunately. Great tight end, fantasy tight end, better than most, but still not that great. The problem with the Niners offense is they have so many great players on that offense. It's hard for everybody to get consistent playing time and the ball every single game. There's only a couple guys that looks like they're able to do it, and that's Ayuk and that absolute beast, the guy who ruined my bet yesterday, CMC. And Briar says, welcome back to the stream, Briar. He says, I love CMC. Dude, that guy had 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. It was 1 receiving and 3 rushing touchdowns. I don't know how you can possibly stop this Niners offense at this point. They are so good on all sides of the ball, through the rushing, through the passing. Brock Purdy is an absolute dog. It is really fun to watch this Niners offense, this Niners team. I definitely think they have a very good chance of winning it all this year, in my opinion. And which I really hope they don't, because AJ all off season is just going to be all talk. We don't want that, right, Vincent?
We don't. At least not as his best friends, you know.
Yes, no, we do not want the best for him. No, not at all.
We want the worst for his
We
football
want him. We want him to do well in the playoffs and then could just come up just short, like they always do. All right, that's what we want. He says, "Wow, hey AJ, everything else in your life we hope goes well, but for the Niners to win the Super Bowl, we know you, man. We know you. You won't let us hear the end of it." Brandon Rogers said, "Would you say Dalton Schultz is a good to start?" Really, if you're looking at between Dalton Schultz and Kittle, you have to look at the matchups. As I said, George Kittle is going to have those big games. In my opinion, either look at matchups and see who the defense that they're playing, do they do well or bad against tight ends, and then if you just feel more comfortable going Dalton Schultz week to week, then try to trade George Kittle away. You can definitely get collateral back for him. But don't just in my opinion, George Kittle just sitting on your bench. I think that's a waste of draft pick. Trade him if you're not going to start him, if you don't feel comfortable about him. Would you agree with that, Vincent?
I would definitely say watch tomorrow. We'll give you some tips on what tight ends to maybe get other than Dalton Schultz. I'm not too sure how he did this week, but I know the weeks prior he was not doing very well.
I thought he caught a touchdown. I'm not positive.
Possibly, but again,
I saw him catch a catch.
That's what I don't like about some tight ends is they'll catch a sporadic touchdown to boost their stats, and then people start grabbing them off the waiver wire, and it just doesn't end up turning out good. You gotta look for a guy who's getting a lot of receptions, a lot of targets, because that's what produces you consistent points.
For sure. And I'll just quickly say this is not technically a fantasy video, but if you have a fantasy question, please go ahead and get in the chat. We love answering those type of questions. We live for it. Briar says, much needed. I was down 43 and won by 4. Oh, so you have CMC in your lineup. Okay. Yeah. That was very nice to have him. I think I may have been facing him in one of my leagues. I was like, oh, okay, I lost that one. Cool. Fun.
It happens, bro. It happens.
Yeah. Briar says 49ers are winning it all. They have a very good chance to. At the end of the day, the one thing that could stop the Niners is going to be injuries. We saw it last year. Brock Purdy went down, and that was the unraveling of them, unfortunately. And then whatever his name is, Josh Jacobs. That was no, it's not Josh Jacobs. It's Josh something. That was their backup after him. Everybody got hurt, and that's what hurt the Niners and made them come up short. That's the thing they have to worry about. In my opinion, they can survive without CMC, but they won't be as elite as they are without CMC. So they need to keep that guy healthy. You got to give him the ball at the same time, CMC. Give him the carries, give him the touches, because you see what happens when he gets the ball. But you also got to be careful. You need him for the whole season.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, right now they haven't had very many injuries, if none at all, and it's a little bit. It looks like they're gonna get on the hype train again. Yeah, we're going to Super Bowl. We have everybody healthy, and I'm gonna knock on wood for them because I don't wish any injuries.
I don't want to wish any injuries.
But it always feels like it's creeping every week. Something.
Christian McCaffrey just needs one wrong misstep where his foot lands wrong or somebody lands on it weird. And it's over, man. Niners are still a good team without him, but they're not the best of the best without him, for sure. AJ says, I need new best friends. No, you don't. You love us. We keep you humble. You need us.
We do.
Liam says, where is AJ at? Is he skipping again? So AJ will always skip Monday podcast just because he is currently working and grinding on those incredible Tuesday waiver wire pick videos. So that is the reason why AJ is not here. He's putting in the hours, just not on live right now. So me and Vince, we're holding it down. I know we're not your favorite. AJ's everybody's favorite. But hey, we're not that bad, all right? We're not so pro. Liam, I swear, AJ says, dude, these guys have been going at it for a couple of weeks now.
Second week in a row, man.
Yeah.
Mondays.
AJ just likes to pick fights. That's what we've always known him as. That.
True, it's true.
Bart says, knock on wood, both. I don't have any wood close to me, so shucks.
If
Bye, CMC.
if it happens, it's on Reed. It's on Reed, guys.
It's all on me. AJ will remember that, by the way.
He will.
Liam says, I like you guys more than AJ recently. He has been mean with he's been mean with new Liam.
Yeah.
Hear that, AJ? We're the new favorites of NSP. Skedaddle. Get out of here.
Is this the real Liam Backus, though?
It looks like the real Liam. We did block the other. If you weren't here on our last Saturday live stream, it was wild, crazy. There's impersonators, doppelgangers. It was wild.
That was a day.
AJ says, I like better Liam than this one. AJ, you got to stop picking fights with all our fans. We're going to have nobody by the end of this, okay? Yes, stop.
Yeah.
That secures it, AJ. Liam, please, I apologize for AJ's sake. But what do you say? Don't even bother joining the next show. You heard that, AJ? Liam has kicked you off the show. He's kicked
Better watch
you
out,
off.
Liam. AJ's going to come on in a little bit.
All right. This is not a drama show. All right. This is a football podcast fantasy show. All right. We're going to get back into football. Vincent, we're going to talk about the first overreaction for this Monday night. And we're going to talk about CJ Stroud. He has been playing lights out. He is not even looking like a rookie right now. It's looking like he is a 3 to 4 year vet that is young and firing on all cylinders. Vincent, is this the real deal?
I think so, man. I think he's now at 191 passes or 171 passes. I can't remember exactly, but he has a lot of passes, right? And it's the most by a rookie quarterback starting their career without throwing an interception. So right now he's playing very sound football at the quarterback position, and that's because he's doing it with the Texans. You know, he's got some good star young wide receivers that help him out, but this guy, I mean, he's played against pretty decent teams in my opinion, and they're 2-2, tied with every single team there in the AFC South. So this AFC South division is up for grabs, and they could, possibly slide into a playoff spot if they keep playing well, especially if they win these divisional games like they just did. So I mean, it's pretty good. I really like it.
Yeah, he looks calm, cool, and collected. He's not panicking in the pocket when things break down. He's not freaking out. He's either looking to scramble or looking to throw once he starts moving those legs. It's really impressive, and oh my God, here comes the drama. But CJ is looking very, very good. All right, we're going to get to our other comments. Liam says, I need Breida to get 0.4 tonight, and I win. Vincent, what do we call that?
That is Lions.
Not chorizo time.
No, AJ, get out of here. Focus on your video.
No rushing targets whatsoever. This guy is done. Liam, might as well pack your bags and get out of here, buddy. You're done. Get out. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I hate this guy so much.
He just wanted so hard to get on in that comment right there.
He did. All right. Brar says, CJ going to be a top 3 quarterback very soon. Give it 3 years. I 100% believe that. If he trending the way he is, the Texans have a young core around him that he can continue to grow with and have what do you call it? Good connections with. Everybody's going to be clicking. I think they have a good core around them, and DeMeco Ryans there to help build that defense to be a championship level, in my opinion, eventually. And hey, if they keep them on that rookie deal, they come in at the right time, they could potentially have a good run, in my opinion. They're 2-2 right now, if I remember correctly. They can definitely put some damage on this year to some teams, and next year, I'm ready to watch the fireworks.
Same. Should be good.
Joke the smoke. Say Texans might actually be good. No Oilers, but good. Yes, they might actually be good. I said previously I was against AJ and Vincent on this podcast. I said they're going to be better, but not that good. And they were like, no, I think the Texans were actually going to be right. I think you said that they were going to be like mid to average, maybe bottom of average, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought they were going to go. I thought their ceiling was 500 on the year, and it's kind of looking that way. But I still think that they will finish a little bit lower than 500 right now. They're looking good, but they still have a tough schedule coming up. So
for sure, they are in the AFC, and it is stacked over there in the AFC, and it's going to continue to be stacked over there in the AFC. So we definitely agree with you, Joke the Smoke, and I know who your real identity is now. So I don't know you as just a random person anymore. I work with him. We're working. He's a dirty Eagles fan. Dirty Eagles fan.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Joke the Smoke.
Dang. Okay.
Liam, I actually don't want to put up your comments because actually AJ is here, and I think he's waiting to react again. AJ says yuck Eagles, but he is actually in our call right now, ready to attack you, Liam. I'll go ahead and put the comments, but if AJ comes in and is disrespectful to you, Liam, I'll shut him down. I'll shut him down. I'm shutting him down.
No.
Liam says, well. Look who decided to show up. And he's already gone. Too scared to face me.
Wow. I like the restraint here. Dude, you guys can't see. You can't see what we see, but we can see something that AJ has done for a long time, and he's ready to go.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So AJ says with me, yuck Eagles. AJ's still sad about losing to them in the NFC Championship last year. He is crying right now, disgusted with it. Brar says we do not FW with the Eagles. Yes, there's a lot. We have a very large Niner following on this podcast, and all of them are still crying about what happened last year. As I am still crying about what the Niners have done to us. Okay, I'm fair, right? I'm still crying, all right?
Oh, gosh.
Liam says, no, AJ. I'm over 18 now, AJ. If you have something to say to me, say it.
It's a trap, AJ. Don't do it. He was like,
He backed down. All right. So both and Vincent, we are overreacting to CJ Stroud. We're saying he is the real deal. He's not going to be your top 5 quarterback this year, most likely. I would be very surprised if they're able to do this week to week, but I do think they are a good team. All right. So, okay, we got another comment. Brar says, not crying, Eagles are just dirty. Dirty, wow. I think Eagles fans are dirty.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
for sure.
Joke the Smoke, that's comment. He's a decent Eagles fan who doesn't burn down their city when they win a Super Bowl or eat horse manure. He's a decent Eagles fan, all right? Joke the Smoke says, I'm sorry for what happened to Brock Purdy. I was hoping for a better game. Hey, that's a good Eagles fan right there. That is a good Eagles fan right there. I'll say that at most. But he's saying it wasn't a good game. Niners were not a good game. Dang.
Shots fired.
He just said, no, F them Eagles. F them Eagles, he says. Brar says, Joke the Smoke rematch this year with a different result. We'll have to see. It's very much looking like they can be the top 2 teams with the Lions, I think, can sneak into that conversation. They are proving it week to week as a very good football team. We'll see how they stack up to the 2 juggernauts of the NFC. But moving on to our other overreactions for this week, we're going to talk about a previous juggernaut of this league, the Bungles. The Bengals. They are. We thought after week 1, they're going to figure it out. After week 2, they're going to figure it out. You have to. Week 3, it looked a little bit better. They're figuring things out a little bit. Week 4, what happened? 3 points putting up offensively. Joe Burrow, I'm hoping this is just because that you're like injured and not fully healthy and whatever. But Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, you are ruining my fantasy teams. You're ruining a lot of other fantasy teams. Why'd you do this to me? What is happening? Is this the new normal for the Bengals, at least for this year? What do you think, Vincent?
Hey, man, I was just glad that I did not have a top 3 pick because I think I would have been in the same predicament as a lot of people who drafted Jamar Chase. Yeah, he had a good game in week 3, but I just don't believe in this team at all. And I haven't in week 1, week 2, or week 3. After they started the way they started, I thought this team is probably not going to come back from the ashes. I know they did it the past 2 years, but, 2 strikes, the third strike is now that they're out, bro. I think they're out from the playoffs entirely.
They got to figure out something quick. Already with 3 losses on the year, that's hard to make the playoffs at that point. So yes, they can definitely, if they figure things out, get healthy. T. Higgins just got injured. I think, was it ribs, and he's going to be out several weeks. So it's not looking good for them. Hopefully, I would like for them to be able to sneak into a playoff spot, be a wild card again, and potentially go on a run. If they get healthy and good at the right time, we know this Bengals team could go on a run. We know that for sure. But they are looking bad right now. It's very disappointing, very disappointing. All right, back to the comments. Liam says, Tank Dell in trouble after Nico Collins game. I think it's just going to be back and forth with I think they're both talented young guys, and this offense is working, but they're still figuring things out. If you're thinking about fantasy-wise, I wouldn't freak out too much. But definitely both of these guys have the potential to pop off, do really well. Vincent, are you off on Tank Dell? What are you thinking?
Nah, man, I think both of these guys are a flex type start if we're talking about fantasy. Like you said, I agree 100%. They're going to be switching off. These guys are still finding themselves, and that's what we said in past videos as well. Like, don't give up on these guys. They're still shaking off the rust, seeing how they can all get in there every single game. But right now, whoever's open is open, and that's who they're going to feed. That's just how these young teams are working. They're trying to do with what's best for them. So, yeah. For
sure. Bar says T. Higgins is poop. Joe Burrow is poop with a circle. No. It is looking like that. I think this isn't who they are. It's just what they're playing like right now. And it looks like they don't have like a lot of confidence out there. William says people really thought Burrow was better than Herbert too. Herbo solos. I don't know if I'll go that far. I have not seen Herbert play up to the level of Joe Burrow yet. Yes, right now Herbert is definitely playing better than Burrow, but I wouldn't say that Herbert is better than Burrow yet. I would not say that.
Yeah.
I believe we've seen who Joe Burrow can be. I'm hoping that it's just injuries. Stats. Let's look at previous stats then, Liam. Come on.
Don't lie.
Let's look at different. Let's look at the other stats that are not from this year. All right. Hey, if this continues, then hey, you can point this back in our face and say you were right at the beginning. But I still think Burrow is a better quarterback than Herbert, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, Bar says T. Higgins been selling me in fantasy. I drafted him in the second round. That was a bad mistake, unfortunately. I stayed away from T. Higgins just because I was afraid of the Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, et cetera on that offense. I did draft Jamar Chase in, I think, 2 leagues, though, so I'm still eating it a little bit. But, yeah, definitely T. Higgins has not panned out very well. I had a choice between Chase and CMC and took the right pick. You were very lucky right now compared to the rest of us who had CMC on the board and took Jamar Chase. I feel like a fool.
Yeah. Hey, man, all I'll say is they're there was probably a lot more on the board for you there in the second round. I don't know if I would have chose a second string wide receiver or a wide receiver 2, not second string.
Yeah.
But yeah, you live and learn, right? Always next year.
Always
You got CMC to make up for it for now.
Liam says Burrow has had a better team around him his whole career. I mean, Herbert has had Keenan Allen, a veteran wide receiver. He's had Mike Williams, who, injuries, but he's very good. He's had Eckler,
Palmer,
who I would say, in my
Eckler.
opinion, is better than Joe Mixon.
He's had a better O-line all
He's
his
had a better
career as well.
O-line. I don't know about that one, Liam. You got to explain more for me to believe that one. All right, our next segment that we're going to go into, we're going to talk about one of the coolest things that happened this past Sunday morning. Vincent, break it down for us, and I'll pull up the stream.
Here's the thing, man. Back in the 1900s, 1800s, I don't even remember. There was something called bread that came out, right? This is way better than that. This is like the next thing that is at the pinnacle of the 2000s here. In the 2020s, this is sliced bread. Reed, go ahead and bring it up because Toy Story with football as a mixture is the greatest thing in football at this point in time. Look at this stuff.
Throws intercepted.
Jeez.
I love the little burners they put on them.
Flames coming out of his cleats. A 61-yard pick six for the Jags. Darius Williams. Robinson.
So freaking cool.
Man. I just love all the thought that they put into every single thing, even commercials. It was crazy.
For sure. I was not able to watch it live, and I was really disappointed. I've watched all the highlights of Bijan breaking somebody's ankles and the guy falling over. It's really, really, really cool. But I definitely would love to see him just higher the bar a little bit. I think it was good, definitely cool, but there's a lot of growth they can put into this, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to bring up Liam's comment.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Vincent.
So we'll bring up the other one right now, Liam. But this one, he says, Vince, I hate to break it to you, but I think bread came earlier than the 1800s. Now, Liam, I know you're a little young lad, all right? Here's what I said. I said sliced bread. Sliced bread was created sometime in the 1800s to 1900s. I think it was the 1900s because that's when sliced bread was introduced. But bread, bread goes back, bro.
Bread goes back to the beginning.
1400s, 1300s, probably even before that.
No, it's before zero, Vincent.
Oh, exactly. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about, Reed.
Yes. All right. Liam says Keenan has been hurt 2 of the 4 seasons. Same with Mike. He's still had Eckler. I don't know. I don't believe that, in my opinion, that one has had a better team than the other. Brad says it looks like Roblox. Remember, this is a family-friendly show. All right, let's keep it a little bit more PG. All right, man. All right.
PG,
but yes,
PG 16 and a half.
It does look a little bit like Roblox. I think it's a little bit higher quality than Roblox, but Liam agrees. You see that quality. Hey, but in my opinion, I think this puts football in another area where people can watch it.
I just saw that comment.
But it brings it into a new community. Little kids can watch it and actually have more fun. They're like 5 and under, being able to watch it. I saw a lot of dads in their PJs without a shirt on, being able to watch football and not have to worry about watching some dumb cartoon with their kids. I love what is it being able to bring to families, in my opinion. That's what I'll definitely say.
It is pretty cool.
But you can see the quality. Yes, it's not the greatest thing. Didn't hear sliced bread. My bad. He apologizes. AJ says Canadian bread.
Jeez.
Interesting. Okay. AJ then wants you to shut it. Get in here and say it to my face.
Jeez.
And nothing.
He's a little busy. He's a little busy.
All right. Bart says they need to use the NBA holographic type thing. There's an NBA holographic type thing?
I think I had seen something about that, but I'm not 100% sure because I didn't watch whenever they used it. But yeah, there is something that the NBA is trying out as well, but I'm not too sure how great quality it was, and for if it was an entire game either. I don't remember.
Big Money Joe, welcome to the stream. He says just play Madden Kids. Hey, Madden is great, but this is for the kids. You know, their hands
The
are any
little
big to hold
kids.
it. They can't hold a controller, right? Big Money Joe. All right. AJ says, where is AJ? AJ's working hard on a video right now. If in order for him to be able to go to sleep tonight, he cannot be here talking with all of you guys. He is working hard on your fantasy videos to give you guys all the best advice tomorrow for your waiver wire pickups. All right. He's the reason why you guys are able to win your leagues. Liam says, is he in here? I can't see. He seems scared. I can't lie. Liam, why do you want to fight AJ so badly, man? I don't understand this beef. AJ, would you mind coming in just so we can squash this and you guys can become friends again?
3, 2, 1.
Hey, Liam. I just want to come out here and I want to apologize for absolutely nothing. Get out of here, bro. I ain't scared of. Look at that. I ain't scared, bro. Get out of here, dog. I'll see you tomorrow on our live stream. Fantasy football. Be there unless I know you're scared. All right, cool. All right, bye.
Ooh, called you out, Liam. That's it. You got to come tomorrow. I don't care if you got football practice. I don't care what you got. You got to be on.
Dang, he says you don't have the grammar, AJ. I am here, Brandon. That's what it says. AJ has beef with all his viewers, except I would say the Niners fans. He gets along with all the Niners fans pretty well, but everybody else just wants to pick fights with. Liam says, for real. 5 weeks this week. Is it best to start trading to those desperate teams?
Yeah, this is the week.
Always take advantage of somebody being desperate.
I challenge you. Y'all are in the Discord, right? I challenge anyone. Come out here and let's just compare. All right, let's compare. I'm down for it. I ain't scared.
You guys are gonna get AJ feeling himself, guys.
All right.
Let's see.
Internet warrior Liam. Woo!
Dang. He's caught. Dang, Big Money Joe is calling you out too, bro.
Dang. All I saw was fat, no muscles, not gonna lie. Bart, you're supposed to be a Niner fan. Well, you're supposed to be on his team. Dang. No lies. AJ is very fit. He's one of the fittest people I've ever met. All right? So you guys take that back. Joe has your back. AJ, don't want the smoke. Gonna get gassed. All right. From now on, we're getting the drama out. If you have any crap talk go ahead and put it in the Discord. We're gonna talk about football for the rest of this podcast. You with me, Vince?
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
All right. Any other crap talk, it's not going to be shown. All right. Okay. Moving on to next overreaction. The Bears. The Bears put out one of the best first halves I've ever seen the Bears do in the past 3 years. They were balling. Justin Fields was running. He was passing, dotting people up. I was loving everything they were doing. And then the second half came along. Sean Payton said, cut my sleeves off. Cut my sleeves off. I can't breathe. And I'm going to take these Bears down. He said, bear down, bear down. That's what he said. And they came off the second half. Russell Wilson, he looked like the other Russell Wilson we saw like years ago with the Seattle Seahawks. And they came back and were able to win against the Bears. Yes, it is just coming out and winning against the Bears. But they look good. They look good in the second half. Now, this was a cripple fight, as we called it. This was two really bad teams going against each other, and it was exactly what we expected. Bears, what are we feeling about them right now? The Broncos, I think we can both agree they're not good, but hey, them winning this game has shown they're not the worst team in the league. But the Bears losing this game, puts them down at the very bottom. I would say even below the Panthers because, in my opinion, I have more faith in Bryce Young eventually working out other than Justin Fields eventually working out. Do you agree with me with my overreaction, Vince?
I do. I've been reading this comment, though. This is something maybe we should try. Maybe not tonight, but maybe we can do something else. Brandon says, y'all should watch the Seahawks game live and do an Eli and Peyton episode. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. We just got to find a good game to go ahead and do that, too.
Yeah. We've done it. We did it last year for a few games. Can't do it always consistently just because we all have lives outside of here. This podcast already takes a huge part of our lives. We definitely want to do it. It's just finding the right game and most likely doing it during a primetime game, which is at night. Both of these guys have girlfriends. I have a job that requires me at night. It's hard to do all the time. So.
Whoa! AJ has a fiance.
My apologies, future wife. So my apologies. I got to put some respect on that name. My bad. But are you bear down, Vince, in the bad way?
Hey, bro, I'm bear down. I think they're trying to go for them draft picks. You know, they already have a solidified low, like top 5 protected. I'm pretty sure. By the way, the season is going. They should have like the number 1 or number 2 draft pick, in my opinion, for themselves. I think they're just, playing as much as they can, and that team just doesn't have it at this point in time. Justin Fields did look good though, so hopefully he can rise up from the ashes and be the top 5 quarterback, like I said he would in fantasy.
Do you believe the rumors that the Bears are potentially shopping Justin Fields, trying to trade him? Do you think that's a real possibility that they have already sold out on Justin Fields?
I think I would say that they're not doing that. I think they're possibly getting offers for him.
For sure.
I wouldn't expect them to be like, hey, we're shopping this guy,
Yeah.
Like I definitely feel like he doesn't have the wide receivers that he needs, even though they went after wide receivers. I just think they don't have the right scheme that they're running. First of all, they need to focus on the offensive line first, just like a lot of teams do who have successful quarterbacks who are able to run. You just don't want your quarterback running for their life every single play like how Justin Fields is. I believe he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks right now in the NFL. It justifies how he's playing. He's a younger guy, so he needs some protection in order to play well. And that's any quarterback, unless you were Joe Burrow that 1 year, But can't always have that.
For sure. Briar says Justin Fields out of the league very soon. I really hope he's not going to be out of the league. I think he can be back up for a while. In my opinion, I don't even see Carson Wentz as out of the league yet because I do think he's going to get signed by a team eventually down the road of this year. I don't think he's going to be out of the league yet, but I think his time, if he does not start producing in the running and passing game, I think you definitely need to make a change there soon. Big Money Joe says they killed my running back Javonte. I saw that he got injured. What was the injury? I've not looked into that yet.
I cannot remember. I don't have him on any of my fantasies, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I remember seeing him that he went out.
I really hope it's not. I think I have him in one of my leagues. So go ahead, search that up, Vincent. I'll go ahead and finish comment. Brandon Rogers says Texans playoff contenders this year. You think? I think it's going to be very tough for them to do that. The AFC is a stacked conference. There is a lot of good teams there. I don't think they'll win the division. I think the Jaguars are a better team, even though I think the Texans already did beat them this year. I think Jags will come out on top of that division, in my opinion. Or the Titans. The Titans just beat the Bengals, so I think they're a lot better team than I originally thought they were. I don't think the Texans will make the playoffs this year, but that's 2 to 3 years. Definitely, that is their year. I'm not going to show that comment, actually. We said we're going to be a non-drama show for the rest of this episode, all right? This whole episode has been drama, all right? I just want to talk about football for a little bit. It's kind of like the Taylor Swift thing, all right? Cool, Taylor Swift is there. But, I don't want to talk about this the whole game, all right? And show her 11 times during that game. Liam says, as of right now, Bears have picks 1 and 2 in next year's draft because they have the Panthers pick and they have their own pick. Definitely, they can't mess up both of them, right?
I mean, one of them is weighing on another team. So I mean, for them to honestly have the first and second based off of how they are doing and another team is doing is quite crazy. I don't think. At least to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure maybe it has happened, but I don't think any team has ever ended up having the number 1 and 2 overall pick in the draft. So that would be cool to see, but also I don't think Bears fans would like losing out the rest of the season.
All right. I'm not going to show AJ's comment because that's more drama, but he says he's done, apparently.
He's done. He's done with you guys.
Fields to the Jets. I don't really see that happening. That would be, I don't think he's that much of an upgrade compared to Zach Wilson. And Aaron Rodgers, I do believe he's not going to retire. He is going to be their quarterback for next year, potentially this year if he somehow comes back, which is possible apparently, if they make the playoffs. But I don't see Fields going to the Jets, in my opinion. I would be very surprised. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Bart says last 2 players I picked up using waiver wires became poo-poo AJ, and AJ wants to know who did you pick up. Although that's what he picked up. He says he picked up Kalen Williams and Marvin. Oh, no, it's
that's for the Bears. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He hasn't said who he picked up yet. Big Money Joe says it was a hip injury for Javonte.
Do we know how long? Injury. They said that he shouldn't miss extended time, so they're thinking maybe just this week, possibly 2 weeks at the most, in my opinion. It was just a hip flexor, kind of like strain, so it shouldn't be too bad for him.
All right. I'm skipping the next comment because it's more drama. Sorry, guys. Just want to talk about football for us today. Brandon Rogers says, nah, Jaguars aren't a good team. They barely beat the Falcons. I think Texans win the division. They're in the easy division. I would be very surprised if they did. I think the Jaguars are a good team. I don't think that's true, in my opinion. But, yeah. Cool.
Not bad. But, yeah, I definitely think the Texans have a shot at winning it, but I think the higher probabilities are going to be the Titans and the Colts, in my opinion. Possibly the Jaguars, but I haven't seen them play up to their caliber yet. So they're also a team that I possibly think could be ahead of the Texans as well. I still think it's a high possibility the Texans are last in this division, but they have a lot of bright spots to look forward to.
All right. Bar says Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison next year for the Bears. Is Marvin Harrison playing that well?
I mean, people say he is. I've been looking at stats. If you're a stats guy, there's a lot of guys who are playing better than him, but apparently the way this guy's size is, his speed, his route running, a lot of people are comparing him to a lot of these crazy, amazing wide receivers who are Hall of Famers. And right now, I'm not 100% sure I believe in that yet. I think possibly he's maybe like a DK Metcalf, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are hyping him up way too much. But definitely Caleb Williams is playing pretty well. So I could definitely see him going number 1 for sure.
If I had the second overall pick, I wasn't going for a quarterback. I'll go for that wide receiver from Colorado. I forget his name off the top of my head. That's currently injured.
Oh, the one that's going both ways?
Yeah, that plays both ways. I always forget his name. But I would pick up that guy. I think he's an absolute hell of a player. I would get that guy.
Hey, man, you never know.
Liam says Dalton Kincaid or Zach Ertz rest of the season. In my opinion, I'm going Dalton Kincaid. I don't believe Zach Ertz has just not been getting a lot of targets, in my opinion. He has not been getting a lot of catches. He had that one good game, and then everything else has been really crap. I like the upside of Dalton Kincaid more than Zach Ertz. Vincent, do you agree with me? Disagree?
I disagree.
Okay.
I like Zach Ertz. I definitely think he just had that one bad game because, I mean, he played against the Niners, who are historically good against tight ends, and he got 11 points. So he got 6 catches. I still think the production is there. So I'll take a a tight end who's getting production over someone who could possibly get touchdowns like Dalton Kincaid. So the only reason I don't like Kincaid is because he's not getting, 70, 80% of the snap share. He's only getting like 40 to 50 at most against Knox. So that's why I like Zach Ertz in this scenario.
All right. AJ's still waiting for your past 2 waiver wire pickups. Liam says, once Kyler comes back, I think Ertz could be dangerous. I think that's possibly true, but there's also that weird scenario people are talking about where Kyler doesn't come back because they don't want to have him get injured and then guarantee so much money to him, which is a pretty real possibility, I think, in my opinion. Depends how things go out. Liam says Travis Hunter is the guy I was talking about. Yes, that guy is incredible. I think he is a NFL star in the making soon. So that's who I would pick over anybody else. But I will say I'm not much of a college guy. When the draft comes around every single year, I don't know nothing. I'm not paying attention to nothing. I don't know nothing. So, but I think he's a very good two-way player. Anyone in Joe says, has anyone seen Olave with his weak but 1.4 points in week 4? Vincent, what are you feeling about Olave?
Oh my goodness, I have this guy in one of my fantasies, and it's the one that I lost to you, Reed. He had a 1.4 points.
You lost it.
Oh yeah, I lost you in 2 leagues, but that league in specific, I mean, me and Reed, I think Reed scored 183. I scored 177, and it was like game. It was a crazy matchup. Like we were back and forth, touchdowns everywhere, big passes, big runs. But it was crazy. But I saw this one outlier for myself, and that was Olave. So I was super disappointed, but I was happy that Kamara got the usage that he needed because it helped me win in 2 other leagues. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to happen every now and then. Unfortunately, it happened for a couple of us this week, and it made us lose the game. But Olave is still the guy there. Kamara will dip into his production, but Olave shouldn't be getting any more games that he's going to score 1.4 points only.
I would definitely believe that. Everything just didn't work out for the Saints that game. Liam says, let's go. Breida already got 0.5 points, 30-point game incoming. I don't know about 30 points. I would be very surprised about that.
I would say like 10 to 15 is his cap, unless he gets like 4 touchdowns. But
I would love a 30-point game. I think that would help me win one of my leagues that I'm like 100% counted out at this point, because nobody sees a 30-point game coming for
Breida.
No. Knox better than Kincaid, and Jonnu better than Armpits. I love how we all know who he's talking about when we say Armpits.
Oh yeah, bro.
So honestly, going to waste.
This is a good take right here, because I believe this too. I talked about Johnny Smith 2 weeks ago in our fantasy videos, and he's having a lot more production than Pitts. It's pretty sad to see.
All right. Bar says he picked up Quentin Johnson and Spears, AJ.
I mean, honestly, for you to pick up Tyjae Spears, even if he did have that one good game, you're not going to replace the king, So, but AJ has something to fire back with, so we can put up that comment.
All right, AJ says, did you not listen to what I said about them? I'm asking the AJ right now. I stated not to start pick up for the long-term upside. But Bar says it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, you set your losses 1 week, you keep on moving forward, and you just hope that you can make your team better for the next week. Liam says, gonna head out, boys. See you later. Hey, we're about to head out. Also, the game has started. Vincent wants to go watch his Seahawks beat the Giants, so we're gonna go ahead and end off the stream with our predictions for tonight.
Wow.
See you later too, AJ. Oh, with a heart.
He gave you a heart, AJ. He's not in here right now, Liam, but I'm sure he's gonna see this and he's gonna get all mushy gushy inside and he's gonna forgive you.
I really hope so. I can't. There's too much drama on this thing. All right.
All right.
But
yeah,
Vincent,
let's get those.
Give us your prediction for what happens tonight, how you think the game plays out, and then your points.
Alrighty, so I haven't watched a single play of the game. The only thing I know is that Breida has 0.5 points apparently. So that's the only thing I know about this game right now. I haven't turned it on. But I definitely think that this game is going to be a lot of running, whether that's Daniel Jones and Breida or if that's Kenneth Walker as well as Charbonnet. So it's going to be a lot of running. Might be a quick Monday night game because of that. But there are going to be some splash plays from DK Metcalf. There should be some splash plays from maybe even Darren Waller every now and then for the Giants. But the Giants have a lackluster roster, so I think the Seahawks will win this game. I'm thinking maybe 28, I would say, to maybe 21. I don't think it's going to be too big of a win, but I think it's going to be a comfortable win because I don't know if the Giants can keep up with the way our offense has been playing.
All right. I like it. In my opinion, I think the Seahawks win, I'll say 24-17. All right. I think the Giants are just not a good team this year. I think last year was a fluke. I don't like them at all. All right, let's go get to the comments, and then we'll go ahead and end off this episode for Monday Overreaction. Henry to the Jets. I would be very surprised if Derrick Henry got traded to the Jets. Jets already made it a running back move. I don't see them making another one. And either trading away Breece Hall or Dalvin Cook. I just don't. I would be very surprised if that happened. AJ says, "I love you, Liam." Oh, so cute, so cute. All right. Burr says, "All right, I'm going to do my AP Calc homework. Good night, boys." That sounds absolutely brutal.
Good,
I remember that. I do not miss it. I do not miss it, man.
I dropped that class because I hated it.
Liam says, "Wow" to AJ saying, "I love you."
Course, man.
So
they're making up.
Ray Gamer says, "Trade Moss, Pierce, and Christian Watson for Waddle." I think you're giving up way too much. That's way too much to give up.
Hey, man, if those guys are all on your bench, I wouldn't see why not. But Waddle hasn't been producing that much, especially with his injuries. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I think I honestly might accept it, but that's if those guys are on my bench, you know.
I think Zach Moss has a huge upside. Pierce, I can understand why you want to move on from him. Christian Watson, the sky is the limit for Christian Watson, guys. Listen, he just had his first game back. They did not use him a lot. They didn't do a whole lot with him just because it's his first game back, and they gradually put players back in there after injuries. He's going to have a huge year this year. Guys, buy Christian Watson low right now. He's going to be great. I'm telling you. All right? That's how it is, AJ. They're lovey-dovey right now. It's so cute. Big Money Joe says, "Thanks, fellas." Thank you, Big Money Joe, for always tuning in. We do appreciate you. DW, I got you, Liam. Liam says, "Thanks, Bar. At least someone cares." Hey, everybody cares about you, Liam, especially AJ. I'll throw in Dobbs in there as well. You want to do 4 for 1? If you have, what do you see in Waddle that you would do a 4 for 1, man?
No, man. Is Ray Gamer a Dolphins fan? Because that's something like someone who's a Dolphins fan would do. But I also agree here with Reed. I read his trade wrong. I thought he meant Watson, like the quarterback. I was like, heck yeah, I'll do that. But Christian Watson, no. Him and Dobbs are basically the number 1 and number 2 punch there. If Aaron Jones is not, doing good.
And we've seen that this Dolphins offense, that there's multiple ways for them to score. It's not just Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. It's their running backs. They're much better than last year with Achan, I believe. It's not Achan. I think it's Achan, actually.
Achan?
Yes. We learned his name changed week to week at this podcast. I do believe it's Achan.
It's developing.
Achan. Yes.
It's developing there.
Yeah, we went from Achan to Achan to Achan, I believe. So I definitely would not do that. Big Money Joe says Waller needs to go crazy for the Giants to win. That is definitely true. We'll see if that ends up happening. Ray Gamer says need DK to have a big game tonight. Vincent, does he have a big game tonight?
I don't think it's going to be a huge game like he has in the past, but I definitely think he'll get a touchdown today. That'll boost his stats, but I'm not looking at him to have more than 20, 25 points. I think it's going to be around the 18 range.
Yeah, sure. Ray Gamer says my opponent has him big money. Okay, I understand. Dalvin is cooked. I like what you did there. I like what you did there, big money, and definitely it is looking like that. Ray Gamer says yes, Watson and Pierce on my bench. Moss was in my lineup only because Barkley was hurt. Okay, I kind of understand a little bit more of what you're going here. You got all these bench players. You want to upgrade your wide receiver room. I understand it. I just think you're giving up 40 too much.
Yeah, still is too much. I would say one running back and one wide receiver. That's probably the most that you should get for Waddle.
Yeah, you can't become desperate. You can't do dumb things, all right? Vincent had me by my freaking ropes yesterday, playing with my feelings with our trade. He was playing me.
It was
a good trade. It was a good trade.
It was a good trade.
But he knew he could get an upgrade when I tried to undersell him. And I was like,
you tried to undersell me so hard. You know
what
you
do
did.
Mean? I know I did.
You're giving me a guy who plays like 20% of the snaps. Like he's never gonna play.
He can play. He can work out eventually.
No. Yeah. So funny.
All right, Montgomery was starting. I'm not trading away C. Kirk. Okay, I definitely agree with that. Chubb's injury hurt my team. It hurt everybody's team that had him. That was brutal. LOL. Waddle didn't even play in the 70-point game, so I don't see the value. That's what we're kind of seeing. There's just so many ways for them to score. I don't think they're reliant on Jalen Waddle. AJ says there's a crazy play with K9, Kenneth Walker. Looks like that the Seahawks are definitely doing well, apparently. But I don't. My website is not updated.
I'm about to turn on the game, so we'll find out.
All right, so that is it for our Monday Overreaction episode. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I did love the drama for a little bit, but it got a little bit out of hand where we weren't even able to talk about football anymore, unfortunately. So, he says Kenneth Walker is down.
Oh no! Well, that ruins my bet. Hopefully, he's okay.
No, I just traded away Charbonnet. This is why I didn't want to trade him away. There's no way, man. I'm gonna cancel the trade. I'm canceling the trade.
No, Reed, you can't do that, Reed. I mean, if you want to, it's up to you. You know, I don't know. You can reassess. You know, you still have 2 days.
I'll think about it. All right, but that is it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate all you guys commenting and interacting and watching us this Monday night. But thank you guys all so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep on grinding.